Attend the world's best business workshop led by America's #1 business coach for free by subscribing on iTunes and leaving us an objective review. Claim your tickets by emailing us proof that you did it and your contact information to info@thrivetimeshow.com.
All right, Thrive Nation, welcome back to the conversation. We're talking about the importance of creating a detailed Proforma for running your business. This is so big because if you don't have a Proforma, you're going to run your business by guesswork, and typically you as an entrepreneur are going to guess optimistically and thus always be tight on cash.
No good.
And cash is the lifeblood of your business. If you're out of cash, you're out of business. So what you have to do is you got to make sure you never run out of oxygen for your business. You never run out of the lifeblood of your business. You never want to run out of water for the business. These are it's the basic things needed to make your business grow. It's cash, and you're going to run out of cash eventually if you don't implement each and every one of these super moves. The next super move is you want to define your hard costs per job. This is big because if you don't think about the costs, hard costs. This is the costs that go into every single job. I was just helping a friend of mine the other day. He's building a limousine company, and I'll walk you through the hard costs. Let's put that as an example here, Chuck, on the show notes there, just so the listeners have a very, very real example. So he has a limousine company. So let's say, and I don't know the costs of each and every limo, but let's just say the cost to finance a limo was $1,000 a month. Does that seem fair, Chuck? Because a limo, you say you buy a limo for $100,000.
Yeah.
So $1,000 a month to finance the limo. Now, if the average limo rental is $600, you could think, cool, man. Once we rent the limo twice, we're making money because it only costs $1,000 to make the payment on a limo, and if we rent it twice, we're making money. But the problem is, here are all the hard costs associated with each limousine rental. One, you've got to pay a driver. The cost of paying the driver per time the driver goes out. Well, I'll do it myself. See, that's not a good idea because then you can't delegate. See, a lot of business owners build their model based on them doing it themselves. So you got to, how much is the driver going to get paid? And if you're doing it yourself, how much are you going to pay yourself per drive? Second is, what does that gas cost? The gas for the limo. Then you say, well, okay, we got the gas, got the limo. What about the insurance? And let's say the insurance payment was $500 a month. Well, you divide that by, how many weeks and how much does it cost per week, right? So do you think about that? What does the insurance cost per time you use the limo? Then what does it cost to park the limo, to store the limo? You might say, well, right now we're going to put the limos inside the Thrive offices for free. And we would say, that's good.
For free.
But what about when it's not free? What about in 2 years when Thrive has its own new facility? Or what about if we move out? Or what about, right? Then you got to think about, okay, what does it cost to pay the person to answer the phone? Well, we're not going to answer the phone. We're going to communicate entirely via email. Okay, I doubt that. Then what are you going to pay all of the costs? I mean, what are these costs? Think about all these. There's so many. Taxes. I'm not going to pay taxes. It's a service business. BS. You got to pay taxes to what? Get tags on the vehicles? Tags? I don't want to put tags on the vehicle. What about, isn't Chuck, workman's comp for the employees? I mean,
right.
There's a lot of insurances, there's taxes. And Marshall, I don't think hardly any of the clients we've ever worked with ever sit down and consider all of these costs. They typically just are very vague and loose with it. And then all of a sudden they run out of cash, Marshall.
That's right. And here's the thing. The reason why I would say 95%, 99% of business owners.
Well, Inc. magazine says 9 out of 10 small business owners fail.
Okay.
Forbes says 8 out of 10 businesses across the system, new or old, fail.
All right.
So you're
okay.
Yeah, you're right.
So if you don't know the numbers, I would say 95 to 99% don't.
Right.
And the reason why is because you don't set aside time in order to go through it. Because I've never seen this process take less than 12 hours.
Time after time.
You just got to go through and you got to list out literally every business expense and know what you're spending per job, because until you do that, you are never going to be profitable. Or if you are bringing in money, you're not going to know at what margin you're profitable, and you can't scale it.
I would look at it this way. The song Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever had a chance to listen to the song Bohemian Rhapsody?
This is inside. It is profound.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that this song was done by Queen, but the actual length of the song, this is a deep thought. I was a former DJ, so I'm just telling you, this is the thing.
Yeah.
The song, it's pretty long. It's a pretty long song. And that song, it's going to go 7-8 minutes. They're just going to power on, right? I think the official time on the pop version was 5 minutes and 55 seconds. It takes you an hour to listen to it 10 times. You're going to have to listen to Bohemian Rhapsody, figuratively, probably 120 times. Think about that.
Yeah.
It takes time. So what I want you to do is the final action items. I want you to book a specific regular time to look at your expenses every single week. Every week you need to do that, right? So now you've defined your costs, your hard costs for your business. Okay. Then you want to define also, what you want to do is get a spreadsheet out and write down every single hard cost for the business. Type them all out, all of them, line item on this big spreadsheet. Then type out all the expenses that are variable expenses and do it for the last 90 days. Do it for the last 90 days. 90. Don't do it for last week. Don't do it. Don't say it's in QuickBooks. I've got it all in QuickBooks. I got a fancy little pie chart in QuickBooks. It's awesome. No, because I guarantee you, Chuck, how many business owners have you worked with that have told you, they say, hey, I really went into QuickBooks and I discovered that I have a lot less money or a lot more money than what I thought. It's very common.
Almost every single one, if not every single one, okay? You cannot let your numbers become complacent because they went off in the computer somewhere and you don't see them anymore. You have to, like Clay said, schedule that timeout. And when you're going to schedule a timeout to review these numbers, you want to schedule when, like Clay said. You also want to define where. Where do you need to be to do this? And also, what do you need? What do you need to get this stuff done?
So that it's very linear and actionable for everybody listening right now. 1, define your hard costs. Define the hard costs per job or per product, per service delivery. 2, define the variable costs for the business for the past 90 days. Define your variable costs for the business for the past 90 days. Define the hard costs for the last 90 days. So just make a spreadsheet. Here are all my expenses that are variable. Here are all my expenses that are hard costs, right? And then here's all my income. And you have to do that. If you don't do that, you're going to find yourself running out of cash. Also, the final action item I want to give you is book your attendance at our next in-person Thrive Time Show 2-day workshops. The tickets are selling fast. If you go to thrivetimeshow.com, you can get your tickets today by clicking on the conferences button. Or if you'd like to get free tickets, all you have to do is you have to just subscribe to the Thrive Time Show on iTunes, which is free, and then leave us an objective review, which is free. And email us proof that you did it by emailing us your contact information to info@thrivetimeshow.com, and we will send you 2 free conference tickets. You can get the details. It's a 15-hour workshop. It's a 2-day interactive business workshop. You can get all the details at thrivetimeshow.com just by clicking. Go up there, thrivetimeshow.com, click on the conferences button. Bam, all the information is there. Do not be overwhelmed. You have the mental capacity and the tenacity to get your accounting in order. You got to get on top of it. You got to do it. You're never going to find the time. You got to make the time. Do it this week. I know you can.